Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Burns number 533-626. This is a satin chrome plated brass automatic wall holder. Automatic door holder that's wall mounted. It's made of brass primarily. That spring is certainly steel. And the pin that probably holds that bushing in is steel. There's a rubber bumper that's buried down in there, which is a very nice feature to this item. Automatic wall type holder and stop. This is a great set it and forget it piece of heavy duty hardware that you're going to use on non-fire rated doors to take that door and open it up and keep it open. Applications, I've seen these used in heavy duty, high volume sorts of applications. I've seen these items installed on doors where the teachers need to be able to open up the door and keep it held open during recess, that sort of scenario. Commercial applications, very commonly you're going to see these. It's a bit heavy duty for a residential application, although not completely unheard of, but it wouldn't really be your best option for a residential door. They're somewhat loud. I mean, you can hear them operate, so keep that in mind if you're going to install something like this in a residential application, but would be very appropriate for holding open your garage door. Again, not in fire rated. This is a manual door holder, so would not be permissible to operate on fire rated doors. Non-fire rated applications. Garage door, you want to keep it held open firmly. You don't want to have your 100-pound dog come up and accidentally knock it off. You want to come in and out with groceries, things of that nature. That'd be a great application for this wall holder. The base material is solid brass, and the 626 means that it's solid brass with a satin chrome finish. Let's go over its dimensional properties next. They've got 2-inch by 3.5-inch by 4 7/8.
Oh my God! I'll kill you.
So let's go with, I have no idea where we're getting those dimensions from. It's got to be an error. I'll inspect that. Here are the actual dimensions. Overall height, about 2 3/8. Overall, oh, you know what? They're calculating with the holder certainly in place as well. We'll go over that separately. Overall projection to the end of the roller, it's about 2 1/4, and overall width, it's about 2 13/16. Okay. Now, the wall portion, that's all solid brass as well. To the trained eye, not that mine necessarily is, but I can tell this is made of solid brass. There's no doubt about that. That is certainly solid brass. That hook portion obviously is going to work in conjunction with that roller that's there. You're going to install this, just so that it hooks on there. You don't want to have undue amount of pressure, and that hook is going to force that spring to compress to draw that roller down. Okay, it takes a lot of pressure to get that open. Let's go over these dimensions of the wall plate. Overall height, about 2-inch. Overall width, just shy of 1-inch. Overall projection, about 2-inch. Yeah, I mean it's not going to be 4 7/8 at all. When you've got that installed this way, I'm going to lay this down on my desktop and give you the overall dimension. I'm going to say it's about 3.5-inch when it's engaged. So you're going to want to be sure that the distance you have between the wall and the door is going to be compatible with that much room being consumed. It won't be able to go in any further because it hits that bumper, that rubber bumper that's in there. Okay. The downside of this model compared to others is that there are no slotted holes for adjustment. What I like to do is get this positioned onto the door and then locate this, or vice versa, locate this on the wall where there would be a couple of slotted holes in other models that allows you to tailor that so that you get a final fit, and then you'll have 1 or possibly 2 fixed screws to prevent those slotted holes from allowing the unit to move at all. So with this sort of scenario, you're going to have to measure that spot on. It's not going to be very difficult. You're going to want to get that door held open. in this sort of scenario, mark all your holes, and then I think you'll be in real good shape to get it mounted properly. Okay, I've mounted these before. They just have to be lined up, horizontally accurate. You're going to get some screws. You're going to get some machine screws and some oval head sheet metal screws. May not be at all appropriate for what your application is. There's 3 machine screws and there's 5 oval head sheet metal screws. So you'll need 5 screws. You might have to come up with additional fasteners. Okay. Now there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page within our website where you will be able to view not only all of the Burns products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. I'm quite partial to Burns because they focus on trim and auxiliary hardware, and they do it very well. Meaning they have a relatively petite footprint in comparison to other major hardware companies that might sell you lots of different top-level categories. The point being that when it comes to trim and auxiliary hardware, because they only sell, that many hundreds of products rather than tens of thousands of products, they're able to do a better job. That link to the product catalog that's there on the manufacturer's page, I would very much recommend that you review. The name Burns is certainly known in the commercial hardware industry, but may not be a name that you know necessarily because they're a less known company. That's just the bottom line. But by no means makes them any less in any other way, rather than just less known. When you pull up that full line catalog, you'll get, if you were to search it for 533, you'll get to the page where it's found. The reason that I'm pointing that out to you is we had talked earlier about the slotted holes. They've got a version, their 538, that gives you the ability to have slotted holes, because proper fit and finish is going to be related to proper fit and proper function. So getting those holes lined up exactly where you want is nice. And that 538 model also gives you the ability to have an adjustable strike where you can change the angle so that when your door opens, it may not hit your wall parallel. It might hit it at 120 degree or 85 degree, and you can pitch that, the nose, so to speak, of the strike to account for that. So that's an important factor. Obviously, it's going to be more expensive, but nonetheless, they have that option as well. And if you have more than an occasional need for trim and auxiliary hardware, by all means familiarize yourself with the rest of their catalog. Again, non-rated doors only you'll use this on. If you have any questions on the Burns 533 and a 626 automatic wall mount door holder or any other Burns product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.